Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, physical Dragon Ball Super Broly has gotten his EZA. I mean, this Dragon Ball Super Broly, I think, has now become one of the most disrespected characters by Dokkan. The fact that we have not gone back to this guy and gotten another Dokkan Fest is pretty crazy. I mean, Broly is fighting for like 50 straight minutes in that movie. There is actually so much they could do in terms of, like, this guy could have another 4 LRs or something like that. Like, it would be crazy. So, Dragon Ball Super Broly, I think because of the fact that he's so shafted and doesn't have other units, it's probably going to make this sting a little bit worse that I think he's only okay. He's just going to be a unit that will be able to complement some of your teams. He will be helpful in that he's on a lot of bad categories that certainly needed help, which, you know, is always very pleasant. He, of course, is going to be a dominant World Tournament character as well, but don't expect this guy to carry you in fights the same way that Blue Gogeta can. Broly here is basically bringing nothing to the table except for damage. That's all he's really going to be able to bring. Now, in terms of the build, you know, I already had some equips on him, so I just, you know, kind of gave him a little bit of extra stuff. You know, we'll just sort of see what he's able to do. Let's give Broly a sticker. I definitely do have to respect him, give him a sticker. We'll take a look at what his sticker is going to look like, and then I guess we'll just go on with the showcase. We'll see how impressive Dragon Ball Super Broly will be. Now, one thing I really do wish that they would, like, stop doing is giving these AoE characters supreme damage. I think it's just ridiculous. This Broly, before he transforms, does still have supreme damage. So there's his non-transform state, and here's what Broly looks like in his transform state. So I guess let's just go ahead and take Broly in to some fights, and we'll see how good EZA Dragon Ball Super Broly is. Alright guys, so Dragon Ball Super Broly. I think he'll be solid, but there certainly are issues with his kit that allow him to perform incredibly well in difficult content. Because it's like he's just sort of like supering and then additional supering, which can leave him exposed to get completely blown away by the really major bosses. And, you know, he doesn't really have anything that distinguishes himself from just any other character that could do damage. I mean, I don't know, maybe we compare Broly to Gamma 2 a bit, but like Gamma 2, you know, he would just have much higher stats across the board, right? Damage, defense. But Gamma 2 also has a nullification. He's also supporting, which I think is really well. I mean, Broly, surely, you know, he's a Super Saiyan, just a Saiyan character. So look at this link set, right? Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prodigies, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle. Transforming does not change his link set. He has a pretty good link set. Now, the one thing is, when this guy originally came out, Shocking Speed right here was fantastic for movie bosses. But it just seems as though they moved away from Shocking Speed for the most part, right? Like, if you take a look at a lot of the major, like, movie bosses or villain characters, like LR Final Form Cooler, EZA STR Cooler, right? These are characters that came out after this Broly, and they did not have Shocking Speed, right? That certainly could have helped. Broly and those characters, the Coolers, do not struggle for ki whatsoever, but there is still an extra 5% defense, right? Like, it helps when characters link better together. So Shocking Speed, when Broly came out, was really good, but as time has gone on, it doesn't help him out so much, because it's like, you know, LR Ultimate Gohan, sure. They would be on Miraculous Awakening together, I guess Exploding Rage, I guess Transformation Boost. I guess they do have, you know, a few different teams that they are on together, right? That is good. But a lot of these characters are not characters Broly is going to share teams with, unfortunately, right? Alright, so we might just hop right into a red zone fight after this. Like a medium difficulty red zone fight, right? You know, like Janemba, maybe like Baby, something like that. Broly, in his sort of base form right here, he's getting 50% attack and defense on his super attack effects. And then that's it, right? Because it's like he gets 120% attack and defense, and a guaranteed additional, the high chance to be a super when facing one enemy. So it's like, this is his defense. He gets a super attack, and he's at what? Gonna be at like 300k right here. I mean, he's gonna get 50% of this, right? So he's gonna get like 100k defense-ish, 115 when he supers. If he triple supers, right, you know, he'll be up to like 500k defense. That's good. That means he'll only take 1,000,000 damage from the Metal Cooler core, man. And, you know, I mean, sure, you could say, oh, well, you know, yeah, like, you know, most characters take that much. It's like, yeah, but, I mean, if we really want to go there, Blue Gogeta could literally just dodge the 1,000,000 damage super attack, right? Like, Broly, to me, I feel like where he will be at his best is, there's two different spots. With Final Form Cooler, we just have Fierce Battle activated. That sucks. I mean, I would not run Broly on Cooler's team. Like, Broly does not really have a place on this team. Broly's getting the 200%. Honestly, I don't know, like, Broly on, like, a main team right now doesn't really have one. Because there's no way in hell, you are not running this Broly on Cooler's team. Broly is not replacing Golden Frieza, you know, Tech Janemba, LR Janemba, EZA SCR Cooler, LR Metal Cooler, right? Like, in LR Metal Cooler Army, there's actually 25 options better than Broly on Cooler's team. So, you know, certainly, if, like, 8th Anniversary is going to shoot out a Dragon Ball Super Broly, who's really good, as one of the Anniversary units, I mean, yeah, that would be good. That would definitely help things out, but, like, do we expect to see that? A Dragon Ball Super Broly from 8th Anniversary? I mean, if it does happen, it'll be good. But at the same time, I mean, Broly, this, like, even if we get that, right? Like, we get a new Broly, this Broly right here we're looking at, like, he could do some damage, he could be okay, but I want to advise people, this guy is not just, oh, he's saved, right? You know, LR, full power, Super Saiyan Broly from the fight with Blue Gogeta, he's the best unit in the game, right? Let's just say that happens. That doesn't mean this guy's all of a sudden good. That's not how that's going to work. This guy could do damage. I mean, unless that LR Broly gives the rotation, like, damage reduction or something like that, like Kid Goku, that would be kind of the one thing I would see. And I remember Broly transforms on turn 4. This is what's, like, just very bizarre choice by Dokkan. His super attack effect in base gives him 50%. In transform state, his super attack effect is giving him 30%. Now, I guess they were scared, because this guy can quad super. I guess they were scared of him quad supering, and then getting 50% defense every single time, but it just, it just leads to, like, me not wanting to use him ever. Literally ever. Like, I'm going to run this guy if we're doing Miraculous Awakening Super Battle Road. If I'm doing World Tournament, right? The other thing, too, with this guy in World Tournament, he's going to be good for World Tournament, for sure. Like an EZA, he'll be sweeping the field, because when you're fighting multiple enemies, he gets a guaranteed additional super when facing 2 or more enemies at the start of turn, the base Broly. That's huge, right? So he's going to be guaranteed double supering. I mean, he actually might be, like, the easiest go-to AoE character in World Tournament. I might actually use him just because of the ease in which, like, he's not, it's literally just like pop a Ghost Usher, make sure he doesn't get hit, and you're good. Like, you don't have to worry about key or rotations, nothing. Like, he's just gonna be auto-supering every single turn and, you know, one-shotting the field every single turn. But you really are best off in World Tournament using full LR setups for the maximum points. But, I mean, really thinking about it, I think I am going to use this Broly. It's just going to be too easy, right? To just have him go out there. Like, he gives himself 6 key in base, and he's guaranteed double supering. Like, he's a World Tournament dream, right? And then transformed, he's giving himself 8 key. It's like, this always, it looks great. Oh my god, he's giving himself 8 key. Like, there's literally no point to that. That's just for show. Him giving himself 8 key at the start right there. Because he's a TUR. If this is an LR, yeah, dude, hell yeah, that rocks. But he's a TUR. Here, let's just do this turn. Let's see what damage we get right here. This is a very good linking rotation, because we're next to AGL Wrath Broly, so we got most links activated. Only Super Saiyan and Berserker are not. 277k. Remember, every super attack he does gets him 30% defense, and that's it. 30% defense. Oh my goodness. He's only going to be taking 1.5 million from the big bosses, man. That's it. Only 1.5. He does have a guaranteed additional with a high chance to be a super. Then we could do the hidden potential system additional. And then he does, after he supers 3 times, he gets another guaranteed additional super. So, you know, again, we could super 4 times with BROLY. I've already seen a clip of this BROLY supering 4 times and then getting supered by the Metal Cooler Core in slot 3 and taking like 1.2 million damage. And it's just like, oh, well, you throw your hands up. I guess I should have ran Blue Gogeta. Guess I should have ran Tech Janemba. Guess I should have ran AGL Golden Frieza. Like, oops. All right, like that's the way that's gonna go. Let's go into a red zone fight. We'll bring kind of like a competitive team and see how we do. All right, guys, we'll probably go into a fight like this. This is another thing. It's like, damn, like, you know, they're just stacking kind of mid Brolys on top of each other. Like, if this guy was like any more relevant, but I mean, this guy is also nothing special right here, right? So, let's jump in. We're gonna go in like this. I mean, we'll try our best. I don't know. Again, BROLY, just, dude, like, where are we running this BROLY, man? Power Beyond Super Saiyan, we can run him on the Gods team, I guess. I mean, he's not getting the 200%. Gifted Warrior doesn't have a team. Miraculous Awakening doesn't have a team. Exploding Rage does. I mean, we could run him on Kid Goku's team. He's not getting the 200% again, though, there. Super Saiyans, I guess there is, like, an actual 200% leader. But it's Goku and Gohan. They're certainly one of the weaker 200% leaders, right? Transformation Boost doesn't have a real lead. I guess you could, I mean, EZA Cooler for sure. Like, I consider Blue Gogeta and EZA Cooler to have real teams. Even though they're not, like, actual 200% leaders, I still consider those legitimate, like, strong teams. Both Blue Gogeta and Cooler, because those characters are so good and will work so good on those respective incredibly strong categories, right? Transformation Boost and Terrifying Conquerors for Cooler. And then Fusion and Movie Hero for Blue Gogeta. So, like, they are certainly legitimate. Full Power doesn't have a real lead, right? No, it's... honestly, the best lead is probably this BROLY. I think this BROLY is definitely better than the Tech Super Saiyan 4 or Goku. But, like, that's just... That's probably a good comparison to what this BROLY is. Like, he's that type of character, right? Like, he's just like that. You know, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, Kid Goku, BROLY. These are what a lot of EZAs are going to tend to be, which is just, they're just like a decent character, like sort of like a character. Like, if you're like free to play and you don't have Metal Cooler Rainbow, you don't have LR Janemba Rainbow, right? You don't have LR Golden Frieza Rainbow. You know, you have your LR Final Form Cooler at 55% or something like that. And then you're able to EZA Dragon Ball Super BROLY. You know, he's been out for years. Maybe you've got him rainbowed. Like, that can work better, right? Like, that's the way I'm looking at this BROLY here. Okay, this is a concern. We don't have a slot 1 character. This is the thing. I mean, EZA SDR Cooler. I mean, he's good, but I mean, who are we running in slot 1 right here? I think we're probably just gonna go BROLY. And again, BROLY just doesn't link with the big options on this team. I think we're doing this right here. Let's pray. There's nothing more we could do besides that. Let's just hope. Let's hope against hope that we do not get cooked. I kind of would like Int BROLY on rotation with Dragon Ball Super BROLY, but we'll see how this goes. All right, hopefully it's not super attack right away. That's good. That's good. Double digits. Remember, BROLY is an extreme class character, so he takes less damage from these red zone bosses. You do want to keep that in mind. All right, so he has a 50% chance additional super. We didn't get it. Hidden potential system. We got it. Okay. So right there, we did get the hidden potential system additional super right there, which is helpful. Remember, that gives us 50% defense twice, which is really good. All right, so now Cooler. Cooler could get cooked right here. I want to, you know, kind of like just look at what Cooler's doing throughout this video, right? Because I want to see how fast that defense of his does build up. Because I just don't see it. Cooler competing with Gogeta? Nah, no way. Nope. I don't. I'm thinking in my tier list, I probably would put them in the same tier, right? Like I typically will do like the 1 to 10, and then I also do tiers like Z, S+, S, I probably would still keep Cooler and Gogeta Blue in Z. I think there is a gap, but I don't know if it's enough of a gap to be like, you know, Gogeta's in Z and Cooler's in S+. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's do this. Yeah, this will be good. We can get a stack in with Broly. I mean, maybe I should have Metal Cooler get built up, but whatever. It doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to go into the next phase against Int Janemba. That's certainly going to be handy for Broly here because he's going to have type advantage. We will be transformed as well. Now, remember, Broly, we do need the super attack multiple times for Broly to get that guaranteed additional super. So it does take potentially quite a while for him to be really good. Now, to be fair, even Blue Gogeta and EZA STR Cooler, it's not like turn 1, oh my god, they're unbelievable. I mean, Cooler is probably the best of the 3 turn 1 with his the 50% support, for sure. Right, like remember, Cooler is supporting Broly, 50%. So that's good, that's really good. But, you know, Gogeta transforms into Blue, and then, you know, he gets a dodge, and he starts, you know, he has his 4-turn stack, and he starts to get really crazy. Right, SCR Cooler, you're just going to continue stacking that defense, stacking that defense, stacking that defense, stacking that defense, right? He's going to get better and better and better. Whereas Broly, it's just like, I feel like he has the longest build-up, probably, of all of them. This is pretty not great here. What can we get? This is Prepare for Battle, Saiyan Warrior Race, and Fierce Battle. Is this how we want to do this? So Cooler's at 300k defense. Come on, man. Like on this turn, we'd have Blue Gogeta. Like I'm so, like, Cooler is not better than Gogeta, dude. Yeah, and you can't say, oh well, this is a bad linking turn for him. No, it's not. We have big bad bosses up right there. We don't have Metamorphosis though. That is true. Metamorphosis is a crazy link. This is one of my favorite links in the game. 5% HP regen, 10% attack and defense, but I mean, I don't know. How do we want to do this? Oh, dude, I can't. We gotta screw Broly over of links. I know we can get a little bit of extra stats from Prepare for Battle and stuff, but we can't put Turles in the middle slot, dude. That could so easily be a super attack. We're dead. Like, if Turles gets supered, we lose, probably. Turles is, like, okay, right? He's supporting, and that's what he's helping us out with. All right, Broly, 7.86 right there. So he could triple super on this first turn. I guess he could quad super his first turn. Because it's just, if he does the 3 supers, then the 4th one will come out, too. Yeah, okay, well, we're not. So he could, technically, quad super his first... Oh, nice. There we go. Yeah, good. All right, well, you get one of those turns, and then, you know, he's just really going to be unimpressive. See, like, this turn, he sucked. We have so much support up, and look how much he fucking sucked. All right? This is, I don't know, 300k? Yeah, better than Gogeta, dude, sure. Absolutely, man, yeah. No, he's not. No. Come on. Come on, Cooler. All right, yeah, great. Amazing. He had big bad bosses up before people start crying. You know, come on. Well, we lost. Thank you, EZA Cooler. All right, let's see how we do here. Hopefully, Janemba does not pound our assholes inside out again with another super attack. We're healing up a lot, which is really helpful. Yeah, dude, Broly. You know, yeah. If Broly came out right there and he quad supered, right, like his defense could at least be a respectable level against an enemy like Janemba. But like we're gonna go in to this next turn to physical Janemba, and like we're dead. If Broly gets supered, we are dead. It is over. It is over. We're done. We're done. Broly can't take one of these million damage super attack bosses unless he's, you know, really like triple or quad supering. And it's just, I mean, you guys know, these units I typically don't like. The only type of character like this I like, well, I like Gamma 2 and Final Form Cooler. I like them. But a lot of these, like, I don't like LR Ultimate Gohan / Beast Gohan, right? And it's like, it's just, Broly's doing some similar stuff, where the entire crux to this Broly EZA, this might be death. Oh my god. Is that a 3 dodge in the video? Hold on, we gotta check. I think that was, we were dead. I think we were dead. Let me check. 5, yeah, that was essentially the 3 dodge, the 5 dodge. I should change his potential system and just give him full dodge at this point. Oh my god, I gave him a really good equip right there too. This level 2 additional, I could upgrade that. Just give him like full dodge. What is EZA Cooler's defense look? 400k. Yeah, not better than Gogeta, dude. No, he's not. Let's do. All right, we're not. Let's do this, right? This is what we're doing right here. Yeah. I mean, do you think we're putting Broly in slot 1? No, we are not. We would die. Okay, we could get all these physical orbs right here to heal up a little bit. That'll be good. I was a little bit hesitant to do this right here, to put Broly in slot 3, only because I'm a little scared that the coolers will kill Janemba. Oh, okay. Cooler, he's got type advantage, so we do live. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I mean, we have 700k HP, right? So 200k right there, but yeah, again, Cooler is good. I don't want to pretend like, oh, Cooler's falling off of a cliff and stuff like that, but Gogeta is actually like standing on top of Cooler's shoulders better defensively. Like, it's just not even close, right? Like, Cooler, you need just like insane like luck and RNG from the. Oh, that's good. We want Broly to actually attack here. Yeah, we don't want Final Form Cooler to go super crazy right here. Oh, perfect. He did not at all. Okay, 7.33. So this is his second super. So remember, if we do one more super, we will get the guaranteed additional super. So let's hope we do at least one more. Which we do. Okay, so we have the guaranteed super kicks in, because it kicks in right away. So, Broly, this is a second super of the turn. We could do 2 more right here. We could. He could shoot out 2 more of these. Okay, that's 3. We still have 1 more potentially in here. And at this point, with 3 supers, we are definitely doing 1 more attack. Of course, he's going to get the additional, but is it going to be additional super, or is it just going to be additional normal? What? He didn't get the hidden potential system additional right there. He didn't get it? What? Are you kidding? 3 attacks, he didn't get it? You fraud. I mean, yeah, because we did the first super. Additional, high chance to be a super, that procced. Additional, starting from the turn in which the character performs a 3rd super attack in battle, that procced. We didn't get the hidden potential system additional right there for the 4th one. Alright, well, there we go. Do we keep going? I mean, we saw what he was doing right there. I mean, I don't mean to be overly negative with this guy, but he's just really not super crazy. Like, maybe if he had a better fit on this Cooler team, but if you're running him on this Cooler team, you know, the Coolers are really strong, you know, when they're, you know, very cohesive with a lot of these other characters, usually with big bad bosses. Golden Frieza is such an overwhelming character and so good defensively that even though he doesn't have big bad bosses, you still run him, right? Then LR Janemba and Tech Janemba, they're, you know, strong defensive units with big bad bosses, so you could easily run them. Broly just doesn't have a place on this team at all. It's like, you know, maybe I should be a little bit less negative here in the fact that I really view it as though this Broly was a sacrifice. AGL Blue Gogeta is the best EZA TUR by far, and it's maybe it's because this Broly is a fraud. It would be why. LR Goku Black and Zamasu are an incredible ball-busting unit, but the unit that EZA'd with them, Trunks and Mai, are a fraud. Honestly, I would accept this. If they're going to EZA 2 units at the same time, one of them becomes a god-level character that you could fit on all these teams and go into difficult content and stuff like that, but then the other one is like really mid, I will take that, because that's still giving us Blue Gogeta, who is a top character. Like, I don't like to do it. If I was to rank overall TURs, I would probably put Blue Gogeta 4th, I think, only after the Gammas and Kid Goku. I think he's that good. Broly doesn't even make the list, right? Broly is just sort of in the middle of all the EZA TURs. I don't know what spot I would do in my EZA tier list. I'll have one up with probably maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. Broly vaguely might be like 5th or something like that, I think. He could do some damage, but you know, you better hope that the super attack is not aimed at him or you instantly lose, is the way BROLY is. Alright guys, let's just get a little bit more. I really wanted to at least show BROLY get his AoE at least once in here. So let me know what you guys think of this BROLY. You know, perhaps I'm being too harsh, blah, 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 sure, whatever. But I do like these characters to be able to participate in these fights more than just damage. If I would fix BROLY, how could BROLY be fixed? I think maybe something like after BROLY attacks, he gets damage reduction. I think that could work pretty good. So in both base and his transformed state, you know, after performing super attack, BROLY gains 40% damage reduction. I think that's kind of like a balanced way that they could give him, because it does seem like Dokkan, it's not just like me in the community that heavily value slot 1 characters, it's Dokkan that does that. You know, if they value that so much, just give him the damage reduction on super attack. And, you know, 40%, I mean, if, you know, transform BROLY after he quad supers, if he also had 40% damage reduction, he'd be quite good, right? That would be impressive. I mean, you could even just keeping that, like my idea, just only being on his full power form. I mean, that could still be fairly handy, because that means, like, once you get towards the end, that would be very strong for him. I feel like that's the type of ability a BROLY character would have. Like, doesn't that makes sense for BROLY, right? Like, after he attacks, he has damage reduction. I mean, that's always been what's so weird about Dokkan. Dokkan has done this since day one, where they drop these offensive powerhouse BROLYs that don't tank at all. When you go watch these BROLY movies and, like, they're punching him in the face and he doesn't even move, like, repeatedly, right? Like, Goku does the Kamehameha and BROLY just stands there. Like, this shit is raw. Like, we want a BROLY who attacks 80 times and then takes no damage. That's what we want. Alright, so let's see BROLY's stats right here. So, BROLY, against 2 enemies at the start of turn, gets 150% attack and defense and a guaranteed additional super. So, again, thinking about it, even though it is actually better to run a full LR setup in World Tournament, because a full LR setup is going to give you more points, I just think that this BROLY would actually be so easy to use that I will be using double BROLY in World Tournament, for sure. Absolutely, 100%. 5 million he gets to right there. And again, we're in World Tournament, you know, he pops out 2 of these bad boys right here, guaranteed. I think that's going to be pretty good. So there we go. There is EZA Physical Dragon Ball Super BROLY. Alright, so this is Endless Evolution of the Warrior Race, Super Saiyan BROLY. His leader skills, movie bosses are full power, category key 3 and 170% stats. I mean, it's just, he can't compete with Cooler as a leader for movie bosses, no way. I mean, Gogeta is not, well, I mean, I was gonna say Gogeta's not competing with the movie boss leads either, and it's like, well, I mean, is Gogeta better than EGL Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta? I would probably say yeah, right? Like, yes, he is. So, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, BROLY as a lead of full power, sure. BROLY would be a good leader for full power, considering that's a weird category, right? You'd have just units, probably random characters that don't link that well together. BROLY giving himself key would certainly be solid there. His super attack is the Blaster Meteor, which greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. It's a 50% buff. And he does supreme damage to all enemies. They still kept him with Supreme. I just don't like that. I mean, you just give him immense, dude. His passive skill, Savage Instinct, gives him 6 key and 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. The key here is not just for show, because he's going to be a god of World Tournament. The 6 key is so good for World Tournament, which clearly is his original design intention. Then he gets an additional 120% attack and defense, and a guaranteed additional has a high chance to be a super against 1 enemy. And then he gets 150% attack and defense, and a guaranteed additional super against 2 enemies, and then he transforms when conditions are met. So, it's just very basic, right? Just, he's gonna do damage with additionals. His defense will be mediocre or bad, whatever way you want to say it, right? Not too crazy there. Transformation conditions, very easy, very good. Transforms into full power state on the 4th turn. It unchanged from prior to his EZA. He's always been a turn 4 transformation character. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prodigies, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. 12 key multiplier, 150%. One good thing about Broly, and this is what helps save this character. I mean, I think he is the definition of mid, right? Because it's like mid doesn't actually mean bad. He's okay. Like he's middle, right? Like he's not super good. He's not super bad. He's just mid. I think this Broly does qualify as mid. He's just, again, kind of in the middle. He's okay. He's decent. But he's on weaker teams that need help. Movie bosses, I mean, I'll certainly take more options, although movie bosses right now, you're running Big Bad Bosses characters and Golden Frieza, right? Like, that's what you're doing. Broly's also on the full power category team. It's good that this team gets any help it can get, right? Just such a weird mishmash of characters in here. He's also over here on the Pure Saiyan category team, one of the strongest rosters in the game. He's also over here on Transformation Boost. I think any options Transformation Boost can get is certainly very helpful there. He's also over here on the Super Saiyan category team, another team I do not mind getting more buffs, sure. He's also over here on Exploding Rage. Now this is where he can be very handy. Exploding Rage certainly needs a lot of additions. Any help it can get, that's good. Then there's Exploding Rage has gotten a lot lately, actually. And then there's also, this is Miraculous Awakening. Yeah, we really don't get very many Miraculous Awakening characters, huh? I mean, this is 2 years ago, right? Like, yeah, we don't get that many characters. Okay. Because it's only, Miraculous Awakening is a character, like, just sort of unexpectedly, like, transforming into a new form. So, Gohan vs. Cell, you know, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Beast Gohan right there. Yeah, Beast, air quotations. I do kind of feel like Orange Piccolo should have had it. I mean, I guess because his is, like, it's, like, sort of given to him by Shenron. Like, I could see the argument against it, but I would say Piccolo should be on here as well in Miraculous Awakening. Then Broly's also on Gifted Warriors, which has gotten some real hitters this year. My God. Majin Vegeta, Golden Frieza, this Piccolo, and this Piccolo. God damn. Okay, pretty good. And then finally, Broly is on Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Another strong category team, but I certainly don't mind this team continually getting increased buffs. So there we go. There is the base Super Saiyan Broly. He has his transformation, which he could take on turn 4, right? Unchanged from his prior EZA. His super attack changes, his passive changes, and his links do not change. So his super attack becomes the Gigantic Catastrophe, which raises attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, does immense damage to the enemy, and then massively lowers enemy defense. That is a 100% defensive debuff, but that's really not going to have any impact. Most strong bosses are immune to that shit anyway, right? Also kind of a bummer that he gets 50% attack and defense on super attack effect as a, whatchamacallit, as before he transforms, and he's only getting 30% after transforming. Very bizarre decision. His passive skill, the Ultimate Saiyan Adversary. He gets 8 key, 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. Again, the 8 key here is just for show. I mean, it's certainly helpful that he gives himself key. I guess this could, like, maybe like a burst mode. This could be Broly could actually be a very good burst mode character. That would not be for show in there. Yeah, it really wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, burst mode. And Broly's on some of these weirder categories, right? A Miraculous Awakening burst mode. Broly could be good in there. Okay. Yeah. Actually, that would help. Because one of the modifiers in burst mode, right, is, like, lowering key of your team. So that's helpful then for that. Okay, cool. Then he gets a guaranteed additional that has a high chance to be a super attack just for free at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 200% attack and 100% defense when facing 1 enemy at the start of turn. And then he gets 120% attack and defense if it's 2 or more enemies at the start of turn. It's okay. I mean, he just gets way more attack against 1 enemy. And if it's 2 enemies, he gets a very minuscule amount of extra defense. That's almost pointless. Then he launches a guaranteed additional super attack starting from the turn in which he performs his 3rd super attack in battle. So, Broly, even his first turn, he should be able to quad super. It's like, you know, you do your first super attack, you get lucky, you get the 50% chance roll from his passive, right? For the second super, then you get the Hidden Potential System super, and then he could quad super right away, turn 1. He could. But, I mean, I don't know that that's going to be super common, but it's possible. Then his links are, oh yeah, still just Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan Prodigies, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. So, there we go. There is EZA Dragon Ball Super Broly. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, again, I don't really mean to be super Mr. Negative and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but he's just really not that impressive. He is the definition of mid. He's not great. He's not bad. He's just mid. He's in the middle. That's what this Broly is.